Hello there! Welcome back to Lucy and the eternity she wished for. But we all know that it'll practically be me questioning other things. And now we will answer Lucy's question. Her tone was quite delicate, as if to soothe a small animal. One, I'm not a small animal. Two, bitch, I'm adorable.
失礼ですが、マスター。
You're not supposed to be louder than me, game. Only I'm supposed to be loud. Come on,
昨日から気になっていたことが一つあるんです。
You should be fine. A little bit more. I want to be important. I'm important. It's my channel. What is this? what? She seemed to be hesitating. So I give her a little push. You poke her? Go ahead.
ロボットが嫌いなのは、もしかしてお父様の影響ですか？
I'm gonna drop you down to that. You're not supposed to be in the yellow. I don't like it when you get into the yellow. I'm on the borderline. There's a difference. Possibly. The question catches me off guard. All the unpleasant memories involving my father come flying back. I slowly realize that my my chopstick were frozen. No, chopsticks were frozen in midair. Without missing a beat, I continued delivering the food to my mouth. In an attempt to hide my surprise, I properly give a short answer. Question may not be answered. Well, I guess you could say that. Nothing will change from denying it. I put down my chopsticks and lock eyes with Lucy. This robot just laid to waste the values and beliefs I've held the past 18 years. You like it, don't you? Keeping my eyes on the robot, I mouse. Now that I think about it, what is it? I was probably brainwashed.
洗脳と言いますと？
I heard nothing but awful things about robots since I was little. Robots are bad. Robots make us ill. Robots harm society. I grew up listening to that all the time, so it sort of just rubbed off on me. And look at her! She's not killing you. The previous generation of IT, intellectually talented. I would have gone for my other option, but this was apparently the best one I could pull out of the top of my head. For some reason, that was like the first thing that came to mind. Like, what the heck? Now, the new generation of robots. Now I want to say my other option. Dang it. I know if I do, I'm going to slowly get worse and worse with my options. Or vaguely get clever. As long as we live sandwich between two generations, there's bound to be people advocating against new technologies, such as robots. Well, we need new tech, no matter what you say about it. There are plenty of people out there who are strongly opposed to the production of robots. Dude, I freaking work with robots at work. Of course, it's literally an entire freaking arm, but dude, they literally work next to presses. They're not that bad. Of course, they're also stupid. They only do what's programmed, but yet they're not that bad as long as they don't kill you. Again, my father is a prime example. Well, technically, your father and Gears. Those two are prime examples. Similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution. The effects of this profound new technology is generally explained across the globe. Wait, did you drop it? Oh, bro, or did you steal it? Actually, don't know. I don't look at a lot of old-timey photos like this. I don't look at a whole lot of black and white photos, so don't judge me. Is this America? I know that people used to wear suits and hats back then. Nowadays we wear sweatshirts and t-shirts. Robots are slowly taking away people's jobs and opportunities. But yet, give more jobs and opportunities. Which one's more important? It costs less to maintain a robot than to pay an employee's salary. And yet, it can make more jobs? Well, technically, if it looks and acts practically like a human, then I can see why. Well, dang, an android is gonna be freaking cheaper. You don't even need to worry about, freaking... Well, technically, you'll need a mechanic. For Pete's sakes. Yeah. Well, when you look at it, you just need to pay a mechanic and that's it. Wait, this is like standard robots I'd see at work. Prove me wrong. This is pretty much standard robots that you'd see at work. Of course, adjusted slightly, like the hand part is different, but still roughly the same. I like these robots. They're a lot easier to, well, adjust. Plus they're modular. Just look at the hand. Like, increase the length of the wrist part. Like I need my mouse for this. Like this part right here. Elongate this. Or add another arm piece and then just add a little hand on the end. For like smaller parts. Then, or have a bigger hand for bigger parts. That's all it is. These ones are freaking modular. Like the heck? Like you don't need to change too much of the chassis and right. Back to the story. Robots never complain, and they never contest in their performance, unlike people. They don't feel any stress or pain, and they never mess around. I'd be much easier to deal with robots than fuss with their troublesome worker. Or me, where I poke fun at you. We're only beginning to find out what kind of changes robots will bring to our society. It's already been done, bruh. Just look at these freaking things. It's already been done on a basic scale. unemployment is getting out of control. And then you have to make a job. No, technically, well, yes, there's no way I can actually say that. I was gonna say, unless you could start a job. All the newly formed jobs are being handled by robots. But being a doctor is gonna be hard to replace. This is why many people shun robotics. Yeah, because they might steal your jobs, but that means everyone can become doctors. That's the one place I think is not that bad. It's gonna be kind of hard to replace. Like, you might have a robot assistant. That's kind of it. It's just an assistant. No understanding. No understands. No, wait. No one understands whether this is a temporary phenomenon across from the drastic change in our lifestyle, or if a type of physiological disease. It'll only become clear as time goes on. One thing that I can say for sure is that there's always been a divide against the population, as made evident by the Laudinism movement in the 1800s. I don't remember hearing of that. You can't stop me. You can't bully me now. I don't remember hearing that in the textbook, reading that in the textbooks. And of course, American school system is shit anyways. What's the difference? This is coming from a guy that was in school for a shit ton of years. Oh god. I'm not going down that route of politics, guys. I don't quite wanna. Some are more willing to accept the new technology, while some are not. Fuck that shit, I want a fucking android! Me, the world ran by robotics doesn't seem too promising. Well, that would actually force me to become a freaking tech. In my opinion, I'm perfectly fine with that. That means I can actually work on this freaking robot and make it better and superior, and you can't prove me wrong. Oh, compared to its base model of the same type. Disc when I look at it? Nah, should be fine. It was too late by the time I finally grown old enough to be able to think for myself. It's not as simple as just changing my perspective. Because maybe I still would have turned out like this even without my father's influence. My hatred for robots has simply become part of my life now. Well, changing that now is a good thing, bro. Come on, I bet. The most horrifying part of brainwashing is you can never fight against it. Well, you can. Poorly. It's technically impossible to bind someone completely to your will. You can't do anything about people acting loyal on the outside. But despite you on the inside, well, the one that might have changed that slightly is Gears. Slightly. You might have adjusted the view just a tiny bit. Brainwashing is different, however. Well, do you think I don't know this? Just freaking look at World War II. It was slow. If you want to know, I'm referring more to the... How do I say this? I'm trying not to freaking get attacked by YouTube here. Mainly the Nazis and all that. It was slow. It was slow. But it worked. And they still lost. Mind you, I will make fun of them because I got a good reason here. They had the science, but for some reason they freaking were stupid enough to still fail. Like, come on. Yes, I know. I have to make fun of a culture that somehow bullied another. What the heck? I'm still questioning why Jews throughout history got bullied. Are they masochists or do they like this? Why? Like they're the oldest religion that gets bullied. Like to me, I feel like it kind of hurts. They're getting bullied and shit. Like, come on. They're the only religion that's gotten bullied so far. Like the most. I'll still poke a little bit of fun of them for getting bullied this long. This still holds some other efforts. Like, come on, this still holds some other efforts. I'm gonna get killed for that. Back to the story before I get killed. Because a person wouldn't have the knowledge to think for himself. Or herself, I don't fucking know. In fact, in the first place. And it's possible to take advantage of that bit by bit. As long as the victim never comes to realize this, he'll never be able to retaliate. There's also needs to be complete reason to change. But from there, I'll end the episode here. So, I hope you guys have a great, wonderful time while I go hit my head against the wall for some weird reason. So, see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a great, wonderful time too. See you guys next time.